Hello and welcome to the session on Project Stakeholder Management. We are about to start Stakeholder Management, but let us first understand who are stakeholders. Stakeholders are individuals or groups who are impacted by or can impact the project in a positive or negative way. Going by this definition, anybody who is involved in a project is a stakeholder, be it team members, sponsor, customer, or anyone else. In this session, we will learn what stakeholder management in a project is and why it is important for a project. We will learn how stakeholder engagement is achieved in a project. Then we will move on to learn the different processes in stakeholder management, that is, identify stakeholders, plan stakeholder management, manage stakeholder engagement, and control stakeholder engagement. At the end of this session, we will see some sample questions which would be based on the actual PMP format. Now, let us understand what project stakeholder management is. Project stakeholder management includes the processes that are required to identify the people, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by the project, to analyze stakeholder expectations and their impact on the project, and to develop appropriate management strategies for effectively engaging stakeholders in project decisions and execution. Stakeholder management also focuses on continuous communication with stakeholders to understand their needs and expectations, addressing issues as they occur, managing conflicting interests, and fostering appropriate stakeholder engagement in project decisions and activities. Now, why do we do stakeholder management? This branch of management is important because it helps an organization to achieve its strategic objectives by involving both the external and internal environments, and by creating a positive relationship with stakeholders through good management of their expectations. Stakeholder management is also important because it helps to identify positive existing relationships with stakeholders. These relationships can be converted to coalitions and partnerships, which go on to build trust and encourage collaboration among the stakeholders. Now, how do we manage stakeholders? Stakeholder management is carried out in a project through four interlinked processes. These processes are: first, identify stakeholders. It is the process of identifying the people, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by a decision, activity, or outcome of the project. Second, plan stakeholder management. It is the process of developing appropriate management strategies to effectively engage the stakeholders throughout the project life cycle, and it is based on the analysis of their needs, interests, and potential impact on project success. Third, manage stakeholder engagement. It is the process of communicating and working with stakeholders to meet their needs or expectations, address their issues as they occur, and foster appropriate stakeholder engagement in project activities throughout the project life cycle. Fourth, control stakeholder engagement. It is the process of monitoring overall project stakeholder relationships and adjusting the strategies and plans for engaging the stakeholders effectively. Out of these four processes, identify stakeholders is a part of initiating process group. Plan stakeholder management is a part of planning process group. Manage stakeholder engagement is a part of executing process group, and control stakeholder engagement is a part of monitoring and controlling process group. Now let us start with the first process in this knowledge area, which is identify stakeholders. PMBOK defines identify stakeholders as the process of identifying the people, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by a decision, activity, or outcome of the project, analyzing and documenting relevant information regarding their interests, involvement, interdependencies, influence, and potential impact on project success. The key benefit of this process is that it allows the project manager to identify the appropriate focus for each stakeholder or group of stakeholders.